Right, good morning guys, hope you're all doing good. Thank you for joining us once again. We're over in Caiwood today. It's Tuesday morning, and we've got a couple of radiators to swap about. The existing radiators just getting moved about between rooms, and then also a boiler service to do on the same job. So we'll head inside and go show you what he's doing. Before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell, follow us over on Instagram and TikTok, and let's get into it. Right, so this is the radiator that's coming out. So taking that radiator out, putting that radiator there. So this is just a single at the moment. It's not throwing out a lot of heat, so we took that radiator off over a year ago, so we're moving that to here. So just waiting for it to drain down. It's all on 10 mils at the moment. So what we'll do is just cut them, socket them across, reuse the old valves. I'm hoping I can get this 10 mil pipe out of them fittings there. But we'll see. So yeah, this radiator is then going in there. It's not much bigger than that one, but it's a little bit bigger. It's only a small room, this one, so same thing there. It's just on 10 mils, so we'll drop well, I've drained system already, but there'll be a little bit in these pipes where it drops down. So book it under there, drain it down, and then that's going for scrap, and the new one going in there. All solid walls, which is always a bonus. And like I said, then we've got to go service the boiler downstairs, but we won't be showing you that because we don't want you cowboys servicing your own boilers. So yeah, we'll crack on, and I've got a new tool to show you. The guys at Sigman have kindly sent me out this CM720 laser level. So it does, he says, turn it on, there we go. So it does vertically and horizontally, 360 degrees. So I'll be using that for the straight lines up, but we'll go through that shortly. So yeah, we'll crack on. Little tip for you when measuring and need to find the if you like this, it's 113. I need to know the half. Instead of getting my phone out, what I can do is fold your tape in half like that, and then so 113 like so, and then centre of there, which is 56.5. Yep, 56.5. That is our centre mark. So I need to measure 56.5 over in either direction, and that will measure 113, like so. So yeah, just a little tip for you. So then what we're going to do is, so the bottom of the radiator is the same height as all the other radiators throughout the house. It is a little bit taller, but we've got the height for the windowsill there, it's fine. I'm going to use the existing lines here, level them across, then get our laser level out and put our laser level straight up. I'm going to do a full review on this at some point in the next coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that. And I'll walk you through all the features of the Sigman CM720. Right, all on. Back on level. So yeah, we'll cut these underneath here, sock it up, and get it nice and tight so they're not sagging down. And then we'll take the old tails out of there and put them in. So yeah, we're getting there now. Nice. Right, so now that's all in. I'm going to start putting these valves in. So we took the old tails out of the old radiator and got old PTFE off. And as you know, I don't use PTFE. I am more of a Loctite 55 guy with a bit of Jet 2 Plus. People are going to ask, why don't I use Rapid Blue or Liquid PTFE anymore? I do still use it, but I tend to just keep it for designer radiators. And I've had 1 or 2 leaks of it before. I think it looks better and you don't have bulging out Loctite or PTFE or V2 Plus on designer radiators. It's nice and neat, where this is just easy, and I know it's going to be right first time. Probably just jinx myself now, probably going to have a leak. But, so I do 10 wraps of, it does tell you on the back, so ½ inch, 6 to 8, but I do 10 wraps, and just a thin coat of V2 Plus along the threads. And then we'll put it in with our Vera, whatever you want to call it, 16mm jog spanner, but because they're not Oliver on there, I can't use the ratchet side of it, but the normal spanner side still will fit on there, luckily. So we'll get them made in, and then we can get it piped up. Like I say, I'm just hoping I can get these out here. If not, I'll have to try and get a new pair of these for, I think, both radiators, and I'm in the middle of nowhere, so it'll be a bit of a drive and bit of a nightmare if I can't. So we'll crack on. Right, so you can get them off. You just need to get yourself one of these little tools. This is a HEP 201. It's basically a dismounting tool. So that just slots over like so. Pull it down and then just pull out. So much easier, no struggling around, messing around with screwdrivers trying to get it in. You can get 10, 15, 22 and 28mm ones of these. So yeah, highly recommend get yourself some of them. Right, so showed you I got these a couple of weeks ago, just after Christmas, and yeah, the Nipex Cobras. I'm not quite sure what I think of them yet. I don't know if I'm getting along with them or not. I think it's just a change for me. I'm used to having this sort of grips where you can just tilt and move it up and down. Where with this one, you've got to press the button and then move it up and down. So I suppose it's just a bit of a transition period, trying to get used to and find the exact space. There we go. For it to move up and down. So does anyone know if Nipex do a sort of grips like this where you don't have to press the button? It's just move it to the slot and slide up and down. Because I do prefer them ones, I think. But you never know, I might get used to it eventually. But other than that, I do love them. The teeth on them are amazing. They've got so much more grip than the Rothenberg ones. So yeah, drop a comment below if you know whether Nipex do a similar one to these. So that's all done, all plumbed in, nice and neatly. So we get all tidied up now. If you didn't catch last week's video, I've just got this new mat. It's an Arctic Haze mat, 180 by 150, waterproof dust mat basically. Great, folds up into that little bag. I can't find a fault with it. It has these little slits in, so you can go around radiator pipes. Highly recommend it. I'm going to grab some more of these, and they also do stair runners as well. So I'm going to grab a couple of them just to go in the van. It gets rid of all my old dirty dust sheets, as these are going to be a lot more hard wearing. So yeah, we'll get that all taken off, and not taken off, what am I about? But get all cleaned up, and get that one fit over in here. Yeah, straightforward, same again, get dust sheet down. I'll have to move this bed a little bit and get the new one fit there. Right, that's all in now, all done, piped up. Had to, customers asked us to put a thermostat valve on that radiator. All of the radiators had them, but that one, not sure why. Still bypass on the system on all the bathrooms, so it should be fine. What I've done is a bit of a, I always do it, is on this towel, I've turned the air vent off and turned the 2 valves off at the bottom. That way, I can fill up the system, pressurise that radiator, make sure there's no leaks. And then I can put the inhibitor in afterwards. So in here, got a filling loop and we've got our motorised valves. So because it's zoned, what we'll have to do is manually open our zones. That way we're not gonna, shouldn't have any airlocks, it says. And start filling up. As it's filling up, we'll run round and check all the valves. So yeah, try to show you these. Muck guards, shoe protectors, really good bit of kit. It's like washable, to protect people, customers' carpets from V12. Looking good so far. Just under one. Oh, good. So we'll get that to 1.5. Shut it off, gobbly dot radiators, and then we can put the inhibitor in afterwards. So radiators are all done. Just got to service the boiler now, but all done for what I'm going to show you guys anyway. So the system's all up, balanced, bled, heating on, nice and hot. I've lost my keys, I can't get my van. There we go. So yeah, we're going to get it all serviced, and then that's it for today. A bit quiet at the moment. It's typical January, everyone's a bit skinned and no one's spending money. But tomorrow I've got a couple of jobs to do, so I might see you tomorrow. If not, Thursday, possibly Friday, we're going to do a scrap run. So I'll catch up with you at some point at my grandma's, and we'll get the scrap all sorted out and dropped off at Infinity Metals. So I'll see you then. So guys, got a call back yesterday to this boiler. If you remember from last week's video, or week before, we had pressure drop problems, and we had a bit of a schoolboy error, and the pressure relief valve was dripping outside, so we replaced that. That's no longer dripping now, but the pressure dropped again twice since we've done that. So I popped back yesterday and I filled the pressure up to 1.5 bars, turned the isolation valves off, because I'd had a look under the floor already, looked around the boiler, looked inside the boiler, everything was bone dry, so I was a bit unsure what was going on. So I thought we'll try the test of it again, see what happens. So I've left it. This was about 1 o'clock yesterday, come back now, it's 10 o'clock the day after. And can we get a torch on here? Let's get a torch on. Maybe. I don't know if you can just see in there. See the water? So that's been off for, well, since 1 o'clock yesterday. And that's got water inside, so there definitely is a little bit of a drip. The pressure itself hadn't dropped particularly much, but so it's just a really slow drip in there, which is obviously causing the drop of pressure over time. So get this put back together. Customer can keep using the boiler. Sorry about that, turn it off. So customer keep using the boiler, and This is a friend of mine's mum and dad, so I'm trying to keep the cost down as much as possible. Personally, it's more economical and be quicker for them to get Ideal to come do a fixed price repair. Can't remember exactly how much it is, but they can basically get that and fix it cheaper than I can get the actual heat exchanger, because you've got to replace the full main heat exchanger at the back. So if you ring Ideal, speak to their customer helpline, and they'll be able to help these out. So we'll pass the number over to them, and it's one of them. I'm losing custom, I suppose, but at the end of the day, we'll keep the customers happy. So get this put back together, and then we're heading over to a jobbing monthly to go put a condensate siphon in a glowworm ultracom. So might show you that when we get over there. Right guys, so just at this glowworm ultracom, and we've got a split condense hose. So somewhere over here, yep, there. Some lovely rusted bits, so I'm going to grab a new one. So you can't just buy the top bit. I suppose I could just change that hose. Does it come off? No, it doesn't come off. So I've actually changed the top of that, as you can see. Probably a common fault. So a couple of screws, one at that side, one at that side, and that should just lift out and come off that rubber hose at the back there. Wish me luck. Right, so we've got all done out. It's knackered, is that? Looks like someone's tried sealing it before with silicone or something. So, bit of a tip for you. Try to get my eyes. If you take that out of the way, it makes it a lot easier to get in. What I need to do now is scrape the old gasket off. I'll give it a bit of a clean down with this wire brush. And then new gasket can go in. Plonk that in that way. Screw down with any new screws that's supplied. That goes in the top, and then grease that up, plonk that in, that onto there, which don't feel very tight, and that one onto there. Right, might just double check that, because that doesn't make a seal. My camera's not very good there. Wonder if you just take that off and put a bit of that hose on. They also send that hose with it as well. Yeah, maybe you just use that hose and take them off. Right, we'll see how we get on. Right, bit of bad news. So, this front hose doesn't fit onto there. I just bought to Glowworm, and they said it's the wrong part. So the suppliers have given me the wrong part, which I thought, because that's a Valent box, that's a Glowworm boiler. I know it's the same, under the same company now, like, but yeah, it's exactly the same. It looks exactly the same, but that connection's different. Whether it comes with a different connection there, I'm not sure. So we'll make this back up. The customer's going to be without heating and hot water for the night, unfortunately. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some time tomorrow to come back and put that back together. Forget that. Just been to Plumber Centre, using my trade help terms, managed to get one of these, the Glowworm equivalent. It's exactly the same, except it comes with that attachment. So unscrew that off there. That then goes onto there, and it should all fit together, because that fits nice and snug in there. Unlike that. So we'll crack on and get this fit. Right, so that's all in there now. So they come with this little siphon, which just, if you look at there, tells you which way to put it in. So it goes that way up. so. And then try to get this onto here then. Push that one on there. That drops into there. And that goes onto that. Like so. That's all in. Make sure you do, obviously, before you put that in, put some silicone grease on there. I think at that point we're all done. Can anyone tell me why they send these extra bits of hoses? I suppose you could put one on the bottom of there up to the trap, but that one's fine, so I can keep that on there. Yeah, all done and dusted. Get some torch back on here. So we'll put this spark generator back on there, and then we'll be all get it all tested out and get it all cleaned up in here. Give it a bit of a vacuum out. So yeah, tip of the day: make sure you get the right parts before you start the job. So yeah, scrap day tomorrow. See you guys in the morning. People, it is about 6 o'clock now. Just got home, all done, dusted for the day. I know I said I was going to do a scrap run, but an emergency boiler swap came in yesterday afternoon, and yeah, we ended up doing that instead. So if you can hear kids in the background. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video this week. It's been a bit more boilers and radiator first job as well. So if you did like the video, do hit the like button below. It does mean a lot. I'm going to do a bit of a like target like we have done before. Let's try and get to 150 likes. It does mean a lot if you do like, and it just shows me that you are enjoying the video still, and I'm not just doing it for my own sake. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow us over on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you guys next week.